Hello. Ooh. Hello, everyone. What's up, Taru? Is everything good? Is the audio good? I don't really know how to live stream, to be honest. I'm still trying to figure this all out. I guess we'll wait a little bit, see if anyone else joins. If not, I'm probably just gonna basically I just wanted to just live stream. That's really it. I just felt like talking to a couple of you guys, seeing what's going on. Maybe even listen to some music. If I can figure out how to work OBS, we can all jam out a little bit together. I kind of like the idea of live streaming just because I feel like it's a better way for me to reach like the YouTube community. Like the community posts are like cool, but I feel like not a lot of people see the community posts. And then social media too. That's like another thing. Like a lot of people don't want to leave like a certain platform for another platform. So, which is fine. I understand that. So that's why I try to spread it out if I can, but if YouTube is YouTube, then I'll keep YouTube. And if this is what it has to be, like for me to like live stream to reach more of the audience, then I'm cool with that. So I'm thinking about maybe live streaming once a week. I know it's late right now. I wouldn't necessarily say this is the first one, but maybe just try to like figure a couple things out, get used to it a little bit, see how it goes. What'd y'all think of the album? Like, I know everyone loved like the music, but I was like interested by the packaging and stuff. The packaging looked really crazy. I agree. It was really cool. Like, I liked how it had like everyone like had like the one little like photo of each of a member. Like I watched a couple people do it online, and it was like someone got Jungkook. I think Dylan got Namjoon. Yeah, it was really cool how like all of them were like different because like I feel like it's kind of like a collectible thing. Like maybe I don't know. I got Tay and a friend got Namjoon, and I think that's kind of a cool aspect of it. Hello, Eve. Hey, I understand. Thanks for stopping by. It means a lot. It was the first comeback was very interesting. Like I said, like I'm a fan of like, a lot of music. Like I've always been like a music fan. Like in general, like a quick story. Like I remember whenever I was younger, I used to get grounded and stuff. I mean, I feel like we all have, but um, I bought this CD player. Like it was this huge, big, blue, ugliest CD player you could think of. I bought the CD player, and that was at a time before like music streaming. I'm not that old, I promise. They had it, but it was just like it was new. So like a lot of people still use CDs, and like people would like download music, like buy it off iTunes and stuff. So I would get punished, and like my phone, like MP3 player, iPod, all that would get taken away. So what I would do is I would have this big blue CD player, and I would hide it under my bed. And my parents, they'd go to sleep and I'd turn my lights off and I'd wait a little bit. And then I would throw the CD in there, and I had these big ranky headphones. I'm probably like 12 at the time, I'm 22. It's probably about 10 years ago. That's crazy how long ago it was. Anyway, yeah, it was just like I loved music so much. Like when I would get grounded, it wouldn't be that I would really necessarily be upset about like not having my phone. It would be like the fact that I couldn't listen to music. So music has been like just a huge part of my life. Now back to the comeback thing. It's just like while I loved music and I listened to a lot of big artists, it was like I've never seen an artist as big as BTS, and the way that they like planned the comeback. So like it was over like 3 months. That was insane to me how it was just like so big, and it was just like photo shoots this day, music video this day. It was just crazy. I've never seen like something so big for just an album drop. And I don't mean that in a bad way at all. I think it was insane. I loved it. It was probably, I don't know. It really got me hyped to see like other groups come back. Like I know ITZY is coming back right now. I seen ITZY at KCON when I went, and everyone was kind of like going crazy over ITZY, but I didn't really. I mean, I just never heard of them, so I didn't really know what was up. But they were really good, and I heard the new song is good. I haven't listened to it yet because I was waiting to react with you guys, but yeah, I just think comebacks in general are like a really big deal to a lot of groups and all of us as well. So like experiencing a comeback for the first time, and especially like a big one like BTS, it was really crazy. I really I really don't have words for it. It was magical almost. Yeah, you're right. It's really different. But I think that's a good thing too. That's what I liked about it so much, is that it was different. Like some of the artists I'm used to listening to like on a regular day basis, and maybe like a lot of people down here, is just like they'll like announce, oh, album dropping April 21st, something like that. It's like, oh, okay, cool, album's dropping. And like people will, they'll be like, oh yeah, that day, and the day will come and everyone will listen to the album, and it's like it's cool. But it's not planned out over like months with multiple things dropping and teaser trailers, and yeah, it's pretty cool. I definitely love that aspect about K-pop in general. Did you hear NCT performed at the rodeo? I didn't even know. I found out because it was I had a friend that put me and Dylan in a group message and was like, "Look, it's a K-pop group." And me and Dylan were trying to figure out who it was, and we asked him, and he was like, "It's NCT," and I was like, "Holy shit!" And Dylan was blown away too. Yeah, if we would have known, we probably would have went. That's pretty cool. That like it's like the Houston Rodeo. I remember my first ever concert was at the Houston Rodeo. It was like a country music concert. I don't even like country music. It's just like I had a family member that offered me to go, and I was just like, okay. I was young too at the time. I was just like, okay. So I went, and like I didn't really like. I don't know. I didn't really like the music, but it was like really cool. Like it was like this person live, and there was a ton of people like singing. It was like I think that live aspect of it was really like cool to me. Uh, and that's kind of what got me into like concerts, like going to that country concert, which is crazy because, like I said, I hate country music. But yeah, if we would have got tickets, we probably would have gone, but we didn't even know about it. We found out as it was going on. Uh, we're pretty we're pretty bad at figuring out what's going on. I feel you. That's how it used to be. Like, I mean, growing up down in the South, like country music is kind of a big thing. It's like you either listen, like it's either like that's all you listen to, or it's like you don't listen to it. I feel like. So yeah, I have a lot of family. I get in the car, they put on country music, and I don't know. It's fine. I mean, I don't get it, but it is what it is. I actually like if I have to listen to country music, I like prefer to listen to like the older stuff, like Johnny Cash and Hank Williams. I'm not saying I necessarily like this. Like I've never went and put some of that on my own time, but Yeah, like if I had to pick, but yeah, if I had to pick, probably I'd just say none at all. So what do you think? Should I start live streaming more? I don't know. I kind of like it. I think it's cool. As you see, we just got 2 viewers. If I had to guess who the other viewer was, it's either it might be my brother. He might be really bored. Really, you listen to Korean or Japanese music? My brother actually is really into like Japanese rock. Like he loves Japanese rock. Like he'll come in my room and he'll just like jam out to Japanese rock, and it's actually pretty good, surprisingly. Like a lot of it is really good. Like he's one of those like he watches anime and all this like I was never like really exposed to that. Like I'm getting more exposed to it now. Now that like I'm at Dylan and like I'm venturing off more, which is great. I'm glad that I'm being exposed to this, but like he always like was into it. So like yeah, some of the J rock stuff that he plays is really good. I've never seen My Hero Academia, but Dylan has a big poster of it in the room. So that's pretty cool. Like yeah, it's a pretty big poster. So I think Dylan likes it too. Dylan is a big anime fan. Like he loves it. Oh my god! Every night I walk into his room before he's going to sleep, he's just watching anime. He's just like, bro, how was your day? Like, good, Dylan. How was yours? It was good. He'll tell me about his day, and it's just like Japanese, you know, talking on the TV and anime. I've actually watched a couple animes. I watched Tokyo Ghoul. That was the first one I ever watched. It was really good. Right now I'm watching one on Netflix called Kakiguru. I don't know how to say it. I'm sorry, but it's like the gambling show. It's like a gambling school. It's pretty cool. Really, you speak? What do you speak? Japanese or Korean or both? That's really cool. Did you learn on your own, or is it like family, or like did you learn like as a young child or like grown up? Because I feel like for instance, my boss, he's Chinese and he has a little kid. Wow, congratulations. I couldn't do it. My boss, he has a little kid and he's a little Chinese boy. And I met him. He was probably like 4. He spoke no English. He goes to a private school down here, and I think he's enrolled in like an English class. And like when I first met him, he couldn't say anything to me. It's been like a year now, and he can like have a full conversation with me. It's really crazy. I feel like it's really easier to learn as you're young, but some of us aren't blessed to be like multicultural and like have people that speak other languages in the house. So um it could be like a little more difficult. Like you teaching yourself, like you have to be very like you'd have to be very disciplined and you'd have to like really take it serious. Like if you're really passionate about it, then I could see being able to do it easily. But for me, it's just like I already have such a tight schedule. I couldn't figure out how I could possibly find time to learn another language or two. Like what you said, that's crazy. You speak 5 languages? Okay, so English, Korean, Japanese. What's the other two? Spanish, maybe? And maybe French? Spanish, Greek, and French. Wow. And then English on top of that. So is that 6 total? You're impressive. You're really impressive. Uh, I think I might try to do another live stream tomorrow night when I get home. Maybe like 10. Even then, it's still late. Like that's the problem. I get work late and I get off late. Like I don't get home earlier than 10. Like 10 is early for me. Usually probably like 10:30 to 11. I just feel like a lot of people are like sleeping by then. I mean, I know a lot of people are sleeping now, but I figured it would only be like a couple people. So that's why it's really hard. Like, that's a lot of things that people don't know about as far as like YouTube wise, is it's like takes a lot of time. And when you're already like a grown adult, like me and Dylan, like our schedules are already packed. Like I work 5 days a week. I used to work six until recently, whenever I was like had enough, like I was literally going insane. And then that's when I started posting more, is when I got that extra day off. Dylan works 5 days a week. And then we work opposite schedules on top of that. Dylan goes to work at 4 in the morning and gets off at like 2 in the afternoon. And I go to work at 9 in the morning. I get off at 10. So it's just like tough. It's really tough. And then, you work all day and the last thing you want to do is sit in front of a camera with no energy and try to entertain. And that's probably one of the hardest things for me, is like I'm like only in the mood to do it sometimes. So like I have to like kind of like push sometimes. Other times it's easy. Like other times I have energy and it's easy, but yeah, sometimes it's really tough just to get in front of that camera after a long day and record a reaction and try to have high energy, because if you don't have it, then I mean, I get it. People are not going to be that interested in it. So it's kind of one of those things, like you just have to like, you either suck it up and give it your best, or you just like wait. And that's kind of why I haven't uploaded this whole week, just because I just haven't felt like I had the energy at all. And then like recording is only half of it. You sit in front of a camera for 20 minutes recording, high energy, try to be a little comedic or, something. And then right after that, you have to sit there for another 2 or 3 hours and edit. It's all good. Thank you for coming. Yeah, I isolate myself a lot. Like, I feel so bad because there's been a couple of times I snapped on Dylan like really hard. Like, I'm not really gonna lie. It's just like I'm a big time introvert and Dylan is an extrovert. And sometimes we can we never get in a fight, anything like that. It's just sometimes like I'll be one to be like cooped up and he's like, hey, let's go do this. And sometimes I just have to be like, Dylan, look, can I just get a little time, please? And like at first he didn't really understand. And that's what really like made me like, that's why that one time I really like snapped hard and I felt so bad. But like now he understands and it's kind of like it's easy now, like he kind of it's get to the point where like he knows me so well, like he'll know when and when not to, like he'll get there and he'll just be like, hey, and we'll talk a little bit and he'll be like, all right, man, well, just if you need something, let me know. I'll kind of like give him my space. But yeah, it's tough. It's really tough. Like even me just interacting, like I work like a very social job, so like all day I'm interacting with people. Like if y'all didn't know, I'm a restaurant manager. I manage like if you know what a Benihana is or something like that. That's what I manage. Like there's only two of us, two managers, so it's like super tough. So literally all day I'm dealing with 20 staff members and hundreds of customers and employees, and it's like, yeah, it's like you talk to people all like that, then you get home and it's just like the last thing I kind of want to do is like interact some more. Being a manager is tough. So much responsibility. I feel you. It gets tough. I feel so bad because sometimes you just have so much stuff like cooped up inside of you, and like when people like really cross that edge, like go that little like too far, then it kind of like brings that inside energy out of you, and it almost like doesn't even feel like I don't even feel like myself sometimes when I'm doing that. And I really feel bad about it. Like I don't want to be that person. Like I always want to be like kind and like nice, but sometimes it's just like, yeah, you just can't help it. Yeah, we're on the same page, Sarah. I'm gonna give you a video hug, Tara. We got you. Hey, look, it's just us three. It's cool. I kind of like that it's just us three, to be honest. I mean, I might. I don't think that's how it works, but it's all good. I'm definitely gonna start live streaming more though. I think it's like really cool to talk to you guys, and I'm gonna really work on how like to fix the OBS stuff. I don't know if you guys know what that is. I don't know how to work it, but apparently that's how I can like stream and like have like video on at the same time. We can even like watch shows together if you want live. Listen to music. Like I think that would be really cool just to like sit down with you guys and y'all might have like a certain songs that you guys want to listen to, or I don't know, maybe like a short anime film or a short film or something like that. That would be really cool. Also, but the only thing I'm worried about is like the copyright aspect of YouTube. Like Dylan's warned me because I've talked to him about it already. He told me like, you know, you can get copyright strike pretty easily for, especially for music and stuff. So that kind of urged me to maybe set up a Twitch instead, because Twitch doesn't have all that. Literally, we can sit there and jam out all day and not have to worry about anything. But like I was saying earlier when Tara was here, it's just like it's hard to get people from one platform to another. Like it's like I know like you guys you'll be on my side and I really appreciate that, but it's hard to get like the mass to move from YouTube to Twitch. That's really the only reason I haven't started it yet, is because like I'm not gonna lie, it just like it kind of like kills me sometimes. Like I remember when I first started YouTube, only getting X amount of views and X amount of this, like it was really discouraging because I was seeing what Dylan was doing, and it's like I just wondered like why isn't that me? And it really took me a while to like reflect and really like figure out, like it took me some time to really understand like it's something that's not gonna come easy and I'm gonna have to work for it. And whenever I got that mindset, that's when everything started kind of like coming, and it really felt good. But at first it was just like I dropped my first video and I don't know what I was expecting. I was expecting something crazy, and it's just like that's not the reality of it, you know. So that's another thing. Like I'm kind of scared. I'm only saying this because it's just you guys here. Definitely wouldn't be speaking this to the masses, but I'm kind of scared to start a Twitch and just like not have what I would expect there, if that makes sense. Like I want it to be like a good majority of us like talking, and you know, a lot of people like bouncing ideas back and forth, and you know, just watching this and people saying like, you know, just like all like a big group chilling. Yeah, I think I should just start it. That's what I want to do. I just want to start doing it so that I'm there and I'll start promoting it. And you know, you never even know. Like maybe Twitch is my thing. You know, maybe YouTube. YouTube isn't. Maybe it's Twitch. You know, I don't know until I find out. So I guess there's one way to find out. What were you talking about editing your stories, Tara? Like Snapchat stories, or I think you're right. Yeah, Twitch is maybe a little easier. Oh, okay. That's great. Do you have like anything out? Like anything that like any of us could go check out? I stand Tara too. Don't maybe me. It's cool. Like I understand if you want to keep some of that private. I get it. Cause like that's how I am about some of my work. Like I made like I remember whenever I was 16, 17, I made a whole album, like a whole music album. And it was like it was bad. I'm not gonna lie, it was bad. But it was one of those things where it's like I made it and I told a couple people and like everyone pushed me to like put it out to the masses. So like I did, and I went to like a very small high school. Like there was only like 40 people in my graduating class. There was only like, I don't know, 300 people total at the high school. So it was like really small. So it spread like wildfire and everyone heard my album, and like I said, it wasn't good. And I just got so much shit for it. Like everyone just hating on me and like just making fun of it. And it's just like I was a 16-year-old with nothing but a microphone and some beats I found online. And it wasn't like a rap album. It was kind of like I don't know. It was like electronic, but it was like I had like some love songs on there. I had like some rap aspects of it. Actually, J Hope reminds me a lot of the way I used to sound. Um, I don't know. So anyway, but it just like it really discouraged me the way it got reviewed like that, and it wasn't like I didn't even have that one person that was just like, oh, it's okay, you should just work more. Like this is your first project, expect it to be bad. It wasn't like that. If I had someone like that, then maybe it would have been different. But literally everyone shit on it, everyone, and like it's really sad to say, but I haven't made anything since. Like I haven't made any music since. Like I'll like walk around sometimes and just like I'll have like melodies and stuff in my head, and I'll be like, wow, that sounds really good. Like I bet I can make that really good. But it's like, yeah, it's like I don't even bother with it anymore. And even Dylan is like, I told Dylan about how I made an album and he was kind of blown away too. And he was like, well, why don't you start making music again? And then I told him like what I told y'all. I was just like, I got like really discouraged. So it just stopped. So he was just like, well, I hope one day you can, build the courage up and do it again. And we'll see. I definitely starting YouTube has definitely boosted my confidence a little bit as far as like social interactions and stuff. Yeah, it's definitely a fear. Yeah, because it was like really traumatizing. It was just like the way it was just like I put my heart and soul into like everything, and like from making the artwork to like I'm spending a lot of time on this. Like I'm a 16-year-old kid. I don't know how to do anything. So I'm spending a lot of time on this. And it's just like it was crazy. Like I want to see actually. So I posted the artwork online, and I want to see if maybe I could find the artwork. The album was called Journey into Sound because like it was my first album, and I thought of it as like it was like my journey, you know. And it was like a space background kind of. It was kind of cool. I don't see it. I checked Google Images. Actually, it might be on my Twitter. But I remember one day, like a week after I made it, everyone like was giving me all this shit, and then I just like it was on SoundCloud too. I just deleted the whole thing. I deleted my SoundCloud account, everything. Haven't logged back on since. It's so bad. I feel so bad about it. Like I feel like it's such a sob story. I'm sorry. I don't mean to make it that, but I know I look aggressive right now, I swear, but I'm really just trying to see if it's still here. I would like to at least share the artwork with you guys because this is whenever I'm 16 years old. I don't know how to work anything. And I found this application on my iPhone on how to make like basically just how to add like font and stuff to a background. And that's what I did. So how's your writing going though, Tara? Like have you like you said, there's something to read. Is it just like, is it like a web book? Oh, I found it. Oh my God, I found it. Um, oh my God, this is so cringy. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to paste the link into the chat. Don't hate on it too much, okay? I mean, yeah, it's like I can sit here and tell you like, oh, don't get discouraged. You need to like keep moving, if you want something, you need to work for it. But it's like I feel it because like I wasn't a role model either, I got discouraged and I stopped making something because of the way it was portrayed. So I feel where you're coming completely. I wish I had the words of wisdom to say to you and to myself to get us over that hump, but unfortunately. What do you edit, Raven? Hello, Aliza. Sorry if I didn't pronounce that correctly. Welcome to the live stream. We're just chilling, talking, interacting with the community. WWE storyline videos? Were you like a big WWE fan? Because I was. When I was a little dude, oh my God. 1 week I was Raw, 1 week I was SmackDown. I used to play the games. Yeah. Yeah, I used to be really big into it too. It was like a really big thing whenever I was younger. I feel like it's not that big of a thing now. Like I know it's still there, but I remember when I was younger, it was like huge. Oh really? I went to one too. I went to I think I went to a SmackDown show. I'm not sure, but I think I went to a SmackDown show. Sorry, I would love to read one of your short stories, to be honest. I'm all about like I feel like if you guys know how to like find gold, how like the people like stand in the water or the river with the little thing and they try to find gold. I like to be that person, but with like art and like music and stuff and like writings. Like I feel like a lot of the best stuff in the world has not surfaced yet. And that's why I really like to go in there and look for it myself. And that's how I used to be with music. Like I remember one day I sat down with like a paper and pen and I wrote down all of the bands and groups and artists like of music that I was listening to at a time. And I came up with like 170 different, like whether it be like one person or like a group. It was crazy. Well, don't hide the stories. I feel like maybe the stories are the best thing. It's usually the things that the people keep hidden the most are the ones that are the best. What did y'all think of the artwork? It looked pretty goofy, huh? Like I said, it was young me. And look, it was 2014, so that was 6 years ago. I'm 22 now. So 16? Is that right? Why am I having a brain fart? Oh yeah, it was a pretty cool photo, huh? I bought out VIP for that boy, so we were sitting at VIP. It was a fun time. I feel like if you're making people cry because of like feels or whatever, they want to talk about it. I feel like maybe it's just like it's not their type of like writing or content or something like that. You know, like there's people out there that like deeper, darker stuff, like myself included. And like, I don't know, you might catch me cry, but I definitely wouldn't say I didn't like it. I feel like the people like I will not do more reactions. You will not do more react. Why? Do I speak Spanish too? Ah, muy poquito. Oh yeah. I mean, I'm gonna do more reactions, of course. I'm gonna do yeah, I mean, I'm gonna do some. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I'm still debating if I should check out the Itzy project. Um, there's a ton of stuff for me to react to. There's a ton of stuff I haven't watched yet. A lot of big stuff. Like I know there's definitely a couple big Blackpink tracks I haven't looked at, so I know I should probably check some of those out. NCT 127 I heard is crazy. I haven't seen any of them. Monster X. I know there's some more A songs. I haven't even started with XO. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff for me to do. Like there's a lot out there for me. It's more of just like finding the time, and then with the time that I do have, what do I do with it? Oh yeah, I'm sorry, dude. You know, after I read that in the comment section, I was like, oh my god, duh. Yeah. When I like you said that, and I was just like, oh wait, what? And then I looked back, I was like, oh my god, how did I not catch that? You're right. I'm sorry, I disappoint you. It's just like a lot of times those videos have so much like there's just so much going on in those videos. Like I it's hard to explain, but it's just like me reacting to something for the first time on camera. It's like I'm trying to be entertaining for you guys and give you the reaction that you want. Not even necessarily want, but just like, I'm trying to have high energy and be entertaining basically. And kind of summarize what I see in my own words, but it's just hard to like listen to like the music side of it. The videos are always and kind of summarize what I see in my own words, but it's just hard to like listen to like the music side of it. The videos are always usually that it's hard to catch everything. It really is. Like a lot of people even mention like maybe just watch it twice, but it's like I can watch it twice, but do I post it twice? It's crazy. Oh yeah. Yeah, you can be my moderator, Taro. I forgot about that. Yeah, sure, no problem. We were talking about on my YouTube, right? Like a YouTube moderator? Yeah, sure. No problem. I really wouldn't want the job to be for anyone else other than like maybe you and Ray. Moderate my life. Jesus Christ. I mean, I'm not doing a great job of it, so maybe you could step in and make some good changes around here. Sounds good. Can't wait. Yeah, but there's also the talk me and Dylan have been having like about our podcast. We really want to start a podcast, and I'll be honest, we already recorded a first episode, but it's kind of scrapped. Like we recorded an episode. It was an hour long episode. It's actually sitting on my computer right now. It's just like we weren't really happy. It wasn't necessarily that we weren't happy with our conversations and the way the podcast went. We were fine with that. It was more of like the backdrop, and we were like the way we had it set. We were like really scrunched together at this small like table, and it was like one camera, and it was like faced up, and it's just like we kind of want to like get a little more equipment before because Dylan is Dylan is interested in it and wants to do it, but I'm like really passionate. Like I love podcasts. I watch a lot of podcasts. Literally, I love yeah, yeah. I watch a lot of podcasts. Like literally, that's almost all I watch. So me watching a lot of podcasts and seeing how like a lot of the big people do it. Like I watch a lot of Joe Rogan. Um, I watch a lot of H3. That like I see how they do a lot of things, like multiple camera angles, multiple microphones for everyone. Uh, it's a lot, and we want to kind of get more of a permanent setup for that, because what we did the first time was like we popped the table up in Dylan's room and we threw some chairs behind it, put our camera recorder, and just recorded it. So that's kind of why we really haven't done it yet. But we're buying another camera. That's what we're trying to make shake right now. We're trying to save up for that. The camera we want is the Sony A6400. It's like $1,200, and it's gonna be one of those things where we're just like we'll buy it together and we'll just kind of share it. When I record, I'll record with it, and when he records, he'll record with it. And then our other two cameras, we each have our own camera right now. His slightly better than mine, but really not by much. We're gonna use those with the podcast and the new camera. So like the new camera will be like the main camera, with both of us in shot, and then we'll use each of our cameras as little side angle shots. And then it's one of those things, it's like, do we record the podcast live? Do we just record it and edit it up? Because like if you do it live, then we need someone swapping camera angles, and then we need someone kind of experienced for that. And then at the same time, we have a lot of audio stuff going on with two mics running into a thing, pushing out one audio line. So it's like we might need someone that knows a little bit about audio. So I think definitely the first couple episodes will not be live. I don't even know first couple, like, I think we're going to for sure start not live, just so that we can have a little control and edit it a little bit, make it look good, because I feel like live we need a little bit more of a staff. But I'm really excited about it. We've been wanting to do it for the past couple months. We're definitely getting closer to that point. We're going to start our own channel, like a joint channel for the podcast. Actually, this is a great time for we have a podcast name. I came up with it. Dylan loves it. But when we told it to a couple people, some concern came up. And I understand the concern. I didn't know about this beforehand. But now that people told me this, I kind of get what they mean. So my name being Logan, Dylan being Dylan, the podcast name was going to be On the DL. Or, like On the DL. And basically we were thinking it's going to be like something like low key, just me and Dylan. It's our initials, On the DL, But apparently On the DL means like you're gay and you're hidden. Like you're gay and you're not the closet. Is what like even Urban Dictionary points it as. I thought it was great too. On the DL, like I can definitely see that as like a really good podcast name. So yeah, definitely we'll definitely be doing some crazy rants. I never heard of it either. It was actually my brother that first told me about it, and he was like, "Look, I'm really not trying to, rain on y'all's parade. Like, I know y'all don't mean it like that, but you should look into it before. Like, just look up the Urban Dictionary." So I did. So yeah, that's what it means. So that's why I'm debating. That's why we're kind of stuck on that too. It's like, do we push forward with it anyway, even though that there's a possibility that we could get some hate for it in the end? Or do we modify it and just be like the DL? Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe we'll just go with DDL. Just keep it like as the letters. Like I think it's cool. The DL, me and Dylan, like I feel like that's definitely like us too. And I feel like it'll work good because Dylan's extrovert, my introvert. And if you see like when we're together, we really bounce off of each other really well. Like we're the type of friends that we could sit there and we could have a conversation for hours. So like that part is not a problem at all. That's the least of our worries. It's more of like the technical side of it that's really slowing us down. Good night. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you. Sleep well. Yeah, you're right. I mean, you're right. That's kind of what I said too. Is I was just like, no matter what we name it, we're gonna get hate eventually. And he was just like, well, you might get even more. So that's another thing. I don't know. Do you guys think it's good? Do y'all think that works? The DL, the down low. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe just like the DL, the down low. Um, I mean, I've heard of people saying on the down low or on the DL before, like not meaning it in a homophobic way. So it's like that's why I never thought anything of it. But I think maybe we'll just do the DL. And then Dylan also has merch coming out soon. It's I say soon. It's in the works, but um, we still have that going on. So yeah, we're just really busy. We got the podcast we're trying to get set up. Got work every day. Still trying to post the download with Logan and Dylan. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that's the download with Logan and Dylan. That's probably if we're gonna like stick with the download thing, the DL thing, it's probably gonna be that or something very similar. The download with Logan and Dylan or something like that. Which brand are you talking about, Ray? Oh yeah, I seen that on Twitter. I think right, something like local. Yeah, like some local ace thing going on. That's pretty cool. Really, you had a Yoongi one too. That's really cool. Wait, me and Dylan had merch together. It would look perverted. No, that's kind of the thing. It's just like I'm afraid that if you just have like two guys in a podcast and on the DL, people that use that for that and see that, it's just gonna be like really bad. Basically, like I don't. Oh yeah, and then the bagel and the pickle thing too. Yeah, there's that too. Yeah, it's a lot. It's something else. Yeah, but you're right. The bagel and the pickle thing. That's a whole nother ball fart too. But Dylan's trying to come out with some merch. He wants to do multiple designs, maybe like two or three designs, hoodies, t-shirts. He's working on these stickers. Y'all don't tell him I told y'all, but he's working on these stickers that say his slogan on them. So those are pretty cool. He actually has those almost done. I saw those the other day. They were pretty good. So that's almost done. And then with his merch lineup, like when he reveals his merch lineup, I'm gonna collab with him on one of his merch shirts. So it's just gonna be like it'll have his design, and then it'll have like a design for me, and then yeah, it'll be like our collab tee. So I think that shirt is gonna be pretty cool. Dylan having merch in general is gonna be cool, but um, like the collab merch for like the diehard fans that know me and Dylan is like such close friends. The collab merch I think is gonna be sweet. I'm really excited about that one. And Dylan is getting he's getting some help from someone to design it. I don't even know if he even picked anyone out, but I'm gonna maybe design our collab. We talked about it. I'm kind of into design a little bit. I can do it a little bit, um, but that's how he wanted it. Like he'll design his stuff with the designer, but on the collab, he wanted me to design the collab completely. Good night. Thank you for tuning in. It's all good, Ray. No problem. It's the the crazy thing is, like, a lot of people make merch for money. Like, that's the reality of it. A lot of people make merch for money. And the thing about Dylan is, like, he's trying to make merch for the community, and, like, he's already trying to make it to where he can get it down to its lowest possible price. Like, he's even, like, talked to me about setting it to where he makes zero profit at all. And he was like, is that a good idea? Should I do it? He's like, that's what I really want to do. And it's like, I told him, I was like, if that's what you want to do, then just do it. You know, like, for sure the collab tee will be set like that. We're not going to make any profit off of the collab tee. But that's just kind of like me and his mindset. It's like, in our eyes, like, the money is not really the important thing. Like, it never really was. Like, I don't know if you guys know, but reactions make no money. And if you see, most of Dylan's content is reactions. And Dylan could make money, like, if he posted other types of content that wasn't like reactions. But he doesn't really do it because he knows, like, you guys want to see the reactions. So to him, if it's like not making money but making you guys happy, that's the route he always goes, which is great. And I agree with him completely. So that's kind of in the works. You know, it's like we're trying to have this, like, big heart and really, like, not think of that side of it, but then again, we're trying to get these cameras and all this for a podcast, so it's kind of back and forth. But that's why we both work pretty high demanding jobs, so that we can, you know, work these high demanding jobs so that we can get this kind of stuff. But overall, it's great so far. Like, me joining the community, I thank you guys a lot for everything you've done. You know, you guys have really made me feel welcome, especially y'all two. Y'all two have been here for, like, God, y'all two have been here since day one. Ray, I remember, like, you commented on one of my first videos and asked Dylan, I was like, who is this? And he told me, like, oh, that's Ray. She's one of my really good fans, you know, like, she's really cool. She's really close to me. And I was like, wow, that's really awesome to see that person, like, reach out and you know, at least just acknowledge that I was there. And then Tara, you're almost the same instance as well. It's just because, like, you were there really early too. Like, I remember you DMing me one day. I didn't even know who you were. And it was just like, you were the first person to ever, like, from, like, the YouTube community, like, DM me and just, like, make sure everything was good. And, like, I really appreciated that. And then as time went on, I was still seeing you, like, around, and that's what was really great. It's good, like, just seeing, like, it's great when people, like, DM you and stuff and, like, show that they care, but it's even better when they're, like, consistent with it. You know what I mean? Like they'll do it once, but they'll do it again too, if that makes sense. You know, anyone can send a message one time and be like, hey, hope you're doing okay. But it takes someone serious to, like, do it for a while and really make sure, like, that person is really there and, like, that they know that you're there for them. Thank you. So yeah, that's kind of what's been going on. I pretty much have y'all up to date. I even went into it with the and talk to y'all about my music career. Yeah, hopefully one day I'll be able to, like, I don't know, maybe make something musically again. I know how to play the piano, like, really good, but I remember after I made the album, I kind of stopped playing the piano. I ended up selling it. I sold it for some freaking speakers in my car, some subwoofers, and then I sold those. I don't know. I don't even know what happened to the money after that. Sorry, maybe we can do a collab one day. A music collab. Yeah, I don't sing. I know you sing. Your voice is really amazing. I heard you before, but I don't sing. Like, I sang in my songs, but it's like I look at myself as more of like a lyricist, not necessarily a vocalist, if that makes sense. Hello, Tanya. Violin and sing. Wow. Have you guys tried these? Bueno. I'm like really addicted to them. I found them one day. I had a sweet tooth on my way to work, and they're like really good. It's like think of like a Kit Kat if it like was only like two of the layers, and then over it, like inside of it, was like this cream. I don't know. It's really good. It is. It's like, yeah. Hello. Hey, look at us, y'all. We got 10 people now. Tara, earlier was just me and you riding it out. Now we got a couple of gang. Tums is good for heartburn. I used to have heartburn pretty bad. I used to take Tums. I'm not endorsing these candies at all. You don't have to go try them. It's okay, but they're pretty good. Oh, no. Hmm. Oh, yeah. Pepto is good, too. Are y'all scared about the coronavirus? I know it's like a touchy subject, so we don't have to get into it too much, but I'm going to be real with you guys. I'm terrified. Absolutely terrified. Like, I understand all that. Like, yeah, the flu kills more people, and like, but I'm one of those persons. Like, I suffer from really bad paranoia. Like, I can be driving down the road and think that someone's after me, and yeah, it's so. Anyway, just stuff like this really freaks me out. Like, I think that if I got it, I would be fine, but it just scares me, and it's like I don't want people to die, you know. And it's like I know like more people die every year from the flu, and I get that. That's fine, but it's not fine. But you know what I mean. Like I get that that's a normal thing, but it's just like bringing so much attention to the deaths, like really like making me see it more, like freaks me out. I have this little hand sanitizer boy. It also scares me that I work with the public. Like I work in a restaurant, so I'm in contact with a lot of people all day long, and it scares me a little bit that, you know, all it takes is one person to walk up to me with it, shake my hand or anything, me not recognize it, scratch my face, and I'm done. Yeah, the virus is in Houston. And I think that I always said, like, once it hits Houston, it's going to hit here. Because I don't know if you know this, Taru, but where we live, there's two big casinos. Because we're only 2 hours away from Houston. And, like, 90% of the people that are at these casinos are from Houston, like, drive from Houston. So, and then like our restaurant, the restaurant that I work at, we get a lot of people that come from Houston too because it's the only one like it in town. So a lot of people are like drive from Houston there to go to the casino and then go eat where I eat. And it's just like, yeah, it's kind of scary. So it's like I always knew like once it hits Houston and once it gets really bad in Houston, that we're kind of next. Yeah, Miss Virginia, right? Is it Virginia? I've never been on the East Coast. Yeah, you're right. It's better just not to think about it, but like I said, I'm that type of person that just like thinks about it like literally all day. Not like all day, but it's just like, and it makes it worse that at work, literally they play CNN on this big TV. So literally, I'm just watching CNN for 12 hours a day. And what do you think CNN's covering? The goddamn Corona thing. So yeah, yeah, it's bad. So it just, yeah, it's that on top of everything. But I did see a report that like 60,000 people have gotten over it and is like fine now. So I mean, that was kind of hopeful. Like I was happy I got to read that. And then China's like, I don't know what he calls him. We'll just go by the president of China. He went to Wuhan where it started and was like there talking to people and doing whatever the president of China does. So he was like trying to like show that it's okay and it got better now. So that was kind of hopeful to see. Like it was good to see that like, he's kind of a big deal. So that he was there looked like it was pretty good. It's not really what's been bugging me lately. Nah, not that. I mean, yeah, it freaks me out a little bit, but that's not what's been bugging me lately. That's really good that, as like a young age you were taught all that because some people weren't. Like my mom works in the hospital too, so I was taught as well, maybe not to the extent as you, but I was also taught about like the spread of germs and stuff. So I'm kind of aware, but like there's a lot of people that I know that weren't and they just do like stuff that can harm them every day, and that's what I worry about. It's like the people that just don't know is like the scariest thing to me because they're just going to live their lives normally, and I'm afraid they're the ones that are going to get sick and end up ill and maybe, end up getting really ill. Is there any more comebacks you guys know of that are coming up soon that are like that maybe I should check out? Because the comeback thing was cool. Other than Itzy, I know Itzy is going on right now. How do you say it? One us, one US, one us, Monster X, one us. Okay. Huh. I kind of want to. I'm gonna look up one us. What's their best song? Lit. Is Lit their best song? Twilight. This is why I want to get like all my setup going so that we can watch this kind of stuff together. They look like very dark and sophisticated. I think I might have heard this. Oh, never mind. I love when they do like music videos in like atmospheric places like this, like all the art and everything around it. The boy got that deep rapping voice. I got something for the deep voice rappers. I like that. Dun-na, 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 dun-na. These guys look cool. I'll probably definitely check out their comeback. You said June? See how? This must be Lido, right? Yeah, his voice is great. I'll only watch half just in case. When I'm kind of a little worried about copyright, but also maybe I might do a video on them. What do y'all think? Now that y'all are here, like, do y'all think it would be better if I did like let's say we did like a One Us video? Is it better for me to drop 3 videos, each a different song in that video, or is it better for me to drop 1 video with 3 songs inside? Because that's one thing I've kind of been trying to sort out. If I should be reacting to more than 1 song per video. I feel like there's pluses and minuses to it. Because I feel like the 3 videos, the 3 songs, 1 video thing is like, it's better for you guys, I think, because you get to see me react to more songs at once. But each group only has so many songs, and that would kind of like dry it up quick. But like, I also feel like the 1 song per video thing, I don't know. It's tough. Because also, like, I think with YouTube's algorithm, they like longer videos. So if that is true, then maybe I should do multiple songs per video. God, I keep twisting that up. But I don't know. That's why I can't really decide. So far, the way I've been doing it is if like me solo, I'll do 1 song. But if I have someone with me, like my Zach videos, me and Zach, we did 2 songs. But I've been in videos with Dylan where Dylan has done 3 songs. So I don't know. Wait, this tattoo? This tattoo is my father's name, and this is his. To be honest, it's wrong. Don't stare at it too much, but it's his name and his birth year and his death year. Yeah, my dad died at a young age. He died when I was 12. So that was kind of something that I dealt with. So I got this when I was, I don't know, 17, 18, I think 17. Oh yeah, I got another cool fact is whenever I was young, I used to travel a lot. My grandpa, my dad's dad, he lives overseas, and like right after my dad's death, I went over there for a while. Not really for a while, but I would go like summers and Christmas times and stuff when I could get away from school. And I got the name done in Malaysia, in Kuala Lumpur, and I got the dates done in the Philippines, in Manila. So I thought that was interesting. I have one more tattoo. I have this. It's Faith, Hope, and Love in Chinese. That was kind of a spur of the moment thing because I was in another country. I was in Singapore, And I was like, well, all my other tattoos have been from out of the country. Let me get one from here. So I went ahead and did that. But since then, I've been to other countries. I've been to Japan and I've been to Korea, been to a lot of places. So right now, I have the pattern going with I'll get like, I haven't had a tattoo yet in the United States, but I think I'm going to like cut it into that and just be like, screw it. That's kind of dumb. I'm just going to get them whenever, wherever. But I don't have one here because I'm gonna do my mom's. Like I have my dad's like this. I'll do my mom's right there. Hopefully that's not for a while, but one day. I'm not really a big tattoo person though, to be honest. Like when I first got these, tattoos, like I liked them and I wanted more, but I just stopped, I guess. My hair is crazy right now. So the way it's cut to like the fade, right? But this side is made to be pulled over and have that hard part. But when it's freshly washed like it is now and not gelled up, it doesn't. Yeah, it just does this. And then like from certain side views, it looks absolutely ridiculous. So that's why I went ahead and put a hat on. Y'all want to hear some crazy stuff? So I've kind of been wanting to express myself more. I'll put it like that. So I've been wanting a nose piercing for a while. This one right here. And I'm getting closer to actually getting it. And I also want to dye my hair platinum. What do y'all think? I know it's a lot to take in. But I'm kind of it's kind of what I want to do. I've had people being like, "Oh, let's go get your nose done now," because like I've expressed that I wanted it for over a year now, and I've had people be like, "Come on, I'll go with you. Let's go right now. I'll go get one too. Like, let's go. I'll go." They'll even get something pierced just so that I don't feel like I'm alone, which is great. Like I love that I have friends like that, but it's just like it's scary. I've never had a piercing. Oh yeah, you did do your hair pink. That's cool. I would do my hair pink. I'm not lying. Like if I was a full-time YouTuber and all I did was YouTube/stream or whatever, yeah, my hair would probably be pink. Or not even pink, like maybe like just maybe blue or yellow, or I would definitely probably have the piercing. I'd probably have my ears pierced. Like I want a dangly. I want to get a piercing here and one here, and I want like a dangly thing, hair blonde. But it's just like I'm not a full-time YouTuber. I'm a restaurant manager, and that's the reality of it for now. So it's like I don't know how much I can get away with. So that's kind of also that's been holding me back a little bit. Sure, Tara, you can be a YouTuber. I'll support you. You support me, so why wouldn't I support you? The lighting is bugging me. That's better. I wanted something a little more natural lighting. My chair was my butt. Oh, because it's black. Why are you looking at my butt? I think you're right. like that's what I was thinking. I think I can get away with the platinum hair, but the platinum hair and the nose piercing, that's a little far. But I know there's like the clear piercings. So I've definitely thought about that. But I think at first, right, I can't put the clear one in. I think at first it has to be like a stud or a hoop. I don't know which one, but it has to be either one, and it can't be the clear one first. It has to be like a month or so for the clear one. I'm not sure. I've had a couple people talk to me about it, but I'm not like 100% sure. 3 to 6 months? Jesus. Yeah, see, that's a long time. And then also like it's also like a family thing. Like I'm sure you guys deal with it too. It's just like I live in Louisiana, as you guys know, and not many people here get nose piercings as males. Our hair dyed platinum. And it's fine, but it's just like it's the reality of it. I was talking to Dylan the other day. I told him a story about I remember I was in middle school and I had long black hair, like shoulder length hair, like really. And I wore these black skinny jeans, these tight ass black skinny jeans to work. Now let me paint a picture in your head. Let me explain to you where I went to school. Think of a small town. It has a gas station, but there's no gas at the station. It's just a little store. There's a post office. There's a baseball field. And then it's just houses. Okay? And then there's the school. There is like only like 300 people in this school. So yeah, everyone goes to school in Sperry's and khaki pants and camo jackets, and everyone goes duck hunting before school, and everyone rides four-wheelers and has trucks. And then there was me that had black skinny jeans on, drove a sports car, not really a sports car, but it was like a coupe, it's like a car. I had black skinnies on, long hair, and a car to work, so that's a picture to paint. So everyone, like people that I'm talking, like that I still keep up with now from school, and they're kind of seeing me like start YouTube, and like I've had a lot of them be like pretty positive and just be like, congratulations. I always knew like you didn't belong here. That's what a lot of them say. I always get the same thing. It's always like, I always knew you didn't belong here. And it's like, I get what they're saying. Like they're not trying to be mean, but it kind of feels like that a little bit. They're really not trying to be mean. They're really just trying to say like, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but that's just like, that's what they say. Like I've heard that at least 10 times the past month, that like they see the YouTube, they're like, oh, congratulations, I see you doing YouTube now. Looks like you're doing well. We always knew you didn't belong here. I always knew you didn't belong here. Or they'll say something like, we always knew that you, I don't know. I mean, the crazy thing about it, Ray, is like, I wasn't an outcast group because it was just like, the school was like so small. There was not an outcast group. Like literally, there was no one. There wasn't an outcast group. I was probably one of the more different people there. There was some others that were like me, but only like maybe 2 or 3. And oh god, sorry. I don't know what's going on. I'm like burping. But yeah, there were some other people like me, but it was like the school was so small, there wasn't even an outcast group. Like if they had one, like maybe I'd be in it, but it wasn't even big enough for that. Not even the rock, the rock and metal people didn't talk to you. It's okay, Ray. I got your back. No, it's just some people just don't get it, you know? And like sometimes people just try to express themselves and other people just like just because it's not what they're used to, they look at it as like it's not good or that's weird when it shouldn't be looked at it like that. You should be more of like, wow, this person's doing this. What's up with them? That's kind of how I look at it. It was always like, oh, this person is into this. I want to learn about this. Or this person likes this. What's that about? Type stuff. That's always been like my mindset. Like I've always been like the type that's just like, I want to know more about people. And that's why I really love traveling. It's because I got to learn like different cultures and how people lived. And I don't know if y'all know this, but we actually have quite a bit of Filipino people that watch the channel. And I've been to the Philippines and I've seen how they live, and it's tough down there. It really, or up there, or over there, or around over there. And like, yeah, I have some really good friends that are still, you know, they're Filipino, they're still in the Philippines, and man, it's tough. I remember there was a couple times where it's just like some of the people I knew there, some of the guys, we lived on like a street. My grandpa had this like house. There was a lot of guys my age. They had like kids. They were like, you know, I was like 16, 17 at the time. They had kids. And I remember one night we were all outside barbecuing, and one of the guys came up to me and pulled me to the side and was just like, I'm sorry, I don't want to ask you this, but can I please get, I don't remember how much it was, 60 pesos. My baby needs milk and I have no money. And like, I almost started crying. Like, it was so sad. Like, I can say that story, but you would have to be there to look around and see what it's like over there to really understand it. And I remember like what he was asking me for was like $1, really, honestly. It was like $1. It was like a US dollar at the time. And I remember I just went to the store and I bought him like a couple of weeks worth of like supplies for the baby. And it was just like really sad. And then it was worse. It got worse because once I did that for that person, the others expected it too. And while I did what I could, I couldn't do to that extent for everyone, as I was just 17 years old. But yeah, it's tough. So hopefully we can get the live stream big enough one day. Get some of those guys in here. No, people thought I was gay too. Alicia, definitely. No, they definitely thought I was gay. I mean, think of it. Think of everyone else is wearing Sperry's camo jackets with short buzz cut haircuts, going hunting, driving trucks. And then I'm hopping out of this little car with tight skinny jeans on, black Vans, like metal t-shirts. Yeah. They thought I was gay too. I hope your nose gets better, Taru. I got some water, but I don't have any ice. This big ass water thing. Okay, y'all, I think I'm gonna go to sleep. It was great chatting with you guys. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for giving me the time. I know time is not. Everyone wishes we had more time, including myself. So for you guys to give me that time, I really appreciate that. Thank you, Ray. I definitely will DM y'all if I need anything. I'll be honest with you. It's just like I'm not good at opening up at all to anyone, even to like the friends that I have that are like really close to me, that I know on a very personal level. I don't even open up to them. So it's It's just we'll get there. We'll get there eventually. Okay, guys. Thank y'all again. Good night. Good night, Taru. Good night, Ray. Good night, Talisha. Good night, everyone else who's in the live stream. See y'all later. I'm gonna try to upload maybe tomorrow. I'm gonna try. You guys give me a little energy. I might be able to do it. All right, guys. Bye.